Hi friends, today we are discussing chapter number 2, History of Indian Geography, 6th Standard English Medium, question and answers. Disclaimer. As per new syllabus 2026 Geography Maharashtra Board, first edition 2026. Kindly type in YouTube search at the rate of Iswarya Vijay Kumar and kindly subscribe this channel. Sixth Standard English Medium Geography Chapter number 2, question and answers. Kindly type in YouTube search at the rate of Iswarya Vijay Kumar for getting my YouTube channel. So for improving spoken English for children's, interview goers and college students. Chapter number 2, History of Indian Geography. Think of the various meaning of acquiring information about the history of Indian geography. Thought-provoking questions. How far back in time do you think it is possible to acquire ancient geographical knowledge? Explain with examples the interrelations between the ancient geographical knowledge and the history of Indian geography. Ancient Indian geographic concepts. Up to 5th standards we have introduced the geography through the environmental studies. In these lessons we will acquire information about the concept of the ancient Indian geography. Indian geography knowledge has an ancient, long and glorious history. Many geographic concepts have developed from the ancient Indian culture. The geography concepts are mentioned in the ancient scriptures, philosophy, Puranas, Vedas, and Upanishads in India. Upanishads in India, besides religious scriptures in Jainism and Buddhism and records by the foreign travelers who visited India. Do you know this terms of Bhugols in mentions in the Indian scriptures? Surya Siddhantam. Many Indian thinkers such as Varma Mihir, Kautilya and Kalidas, Aryabhatta, Vijayanandi, Brahmagupta, Utpal, Bhaskaracharya have contributed to the development of various branches of knowledge like astrology, mathematics, geography and cartography. Ancient thinkers for fourth many geographic concepts. Some of these important concepts given below. Figure 2.1 Ancient Indian geographic concept. Universe. The concept of Vasudev Katambakam is put forth by Indian thinkers. The comprehensive thought about the universe and its creations is expressed in Indian literatures. There is an in-depth explanation of the creations of the universe in the Vedas. Gases, space, the sun and the moon and the other planets are formed in the process of the creations of the universe. In this Vedas, Earth is mentioned as Prithvi or Dharni. In modern science, according to the Big Bang theory, the Earth is created from the explosions of small bodies of infinite density and it is spread at a very high speed. In the Puranas, the universe is called Bhagyantar. There is information of Septamaddeep and Septasagar. In the Upanishads, it is mentioned that the earth evolves from water. Also, there is mentioned the earth as Prithvi or Bhu. At the same time, there is mentions two gases, Pran and Apan, which represents gases and the atmosphere. The earth, ancient Indian thinkers were aware of circular shapes of the earth. In the 16th century BC, it was mentioned that there is a diameter of the earth could be 13,000 kilometers, and ancient Indian scriptures. The earth is described as Septadip, in which 7 Deeps islands are included. There is a mention of Meru Pravit, mountain. In ancient Indian scriptures, which is supposed to be located in the middle of the earth. Also, there is mentions in the fourth oceans, namely Kashmir Sagar and Indian Oceans, Dahi Sagars, Atlantic Oceans, Sura Samudra and Pacific Oceans, and Kash Samudra, the Arctic Ocean. Do you know ancient Indian astronomers considers Uddiyani as the central point of the earth and proposed the concept based on the longitude of the first time. On the other basis of this, they didn't time calculated positions and the planet and prepare map. Dweep, island. Ancient Indians proposed the concept of Dweep means the land naturally encircled by water. Jambu Deep. In this island Dweep, there were abundance of jamun trees. This part is surrounded by waters and is situated in the middle of all the other islands, Dweepas. This cover most of the ancient continents. It is included the Bharatwash and many other countries. Plakas Dweep. This Dweep was occupied by Plakas tree. It was extended around the Mediterranean Sea. Salmali Deep, the part of occupied by silk cotton tree Savar, which have cotton-like tissue, was Salmali Deep, Mahasagar's Island, and Somalia and other East African coastal area are included in this. Kusdeep. This was called Kusha as it was occupied by Kush grass. In this deep, Iran, Iraq and adjoining deserts area and the northeastern part today Africa are included. Karanj Deep. This deep was named after the big aquatic birds and Karch Pravat mountain. This included today northern and central Europe. Sheikh Deep. This includes the long stretch of land in the southeast of the Jambu Deep. This included the Southeast Asian countries. Pushkar Deep. This was called Pushkar, and it was occupied by lakes full of lotus plants and Pushkars meaning lotus. This is situated in the Asian continents in which today Eastern Russia, North and South Korea and Japan are included. Eclipse. At the same time, a lunar eclipse, the shadow of the earth is cast on the moon, which is circular in shape, and considering this, the ancient Indians knew that the earth is circulated in shape in this period in terms such as Gregespers started off eclipse, and Kargas total eclipse, and Kandras partial eclipse, and Mukesh end of eclipse was established. The directions of time. The ancient India had excellent knowledge of directions and time. Local times which used to express on the basis of the positions of the sun was used for daily practice. These units such as Gatika, Pale were used for measuring time. Ancients. Do you know ancient Indian time measurement represents the traditional systems of time measurement? It was based on the observations of the sun, the moon and the constellations and the changing positions of star and planet. Units of ancient India times measuring systems: Kashans, Nimis, Paul, Gatika, Masat, Prakar, Divas, day and Ratra, night, Pushka, mass, mouth and words, year. The Indian has developed the technique of accurately calculating the local time on the basis of the positions of the suns and the moon in the sky. They could accurately predict the timing of eclipses. The ancient time. The Indians has developed the technique of accurately calculating the local time on the basis of the positions of the suns, the moon in the sky. They could accurately predict the timing of eclipses. In ancient times, solar clocks were installed at various places. Example: Konark Sun Temple and Jantaramers at Jaipur's. Even today, time can be calculated using these solar locks. The atmospheres and the seasons. The ancient Indians has knowledge of the atmospheres. In this Rig Veda, it is mentioned that the earth is surrounded by space. Prakareswaraya has described that the atmosphere is 12 oceans, 96 kilometers. Things all phenomena such as cloud, lighting, winds, rain, and fog occurs in this. Descriptions of seasons are found in the Rig Veda. In that, 1 year is divided into 6 seasons, Rathas, and a 12th month. Using these calendars, write the month and Christian's geography. Makar Sankranti, January, Pakash. And crop are ready. After winters, the temperature slowly rises. And the third one, the sun begins in north. Journey Uttarayan. The festivals, English month, Hindu, and geographical significance. Second one is Gudi Padwa, March, April, Chittirais. The news harvest is brought home. Second one is March, the beginnings of the Hindu years. Third one is spring seasons begins. Third one, Deepavali, October, November, Ashwins and Kartik. Joy after selling Kharif crops, beginnings of winters. Third one, farmer prepare for Rabi crops. Fourth one, Christmas, December, Marga Siksha, Purs. Winter in serves. Days are shorter and nights are longer. Cold weather's prevails. Fifth one, Ramjan Eid, varies every year. Ninth month of Hijri calendars. The beginning of Ramjan varies with the latitude and the seasons. It follows the lunar calendars. It may occur in any season. And complete the concept drawing the given below ancient deepas. Jambudeep and Lakshadweep, Salmalideep, ancient islands, Deepas, and Kusdeep, and Krunchdeep, Sekdeep, and Puspakardeep. Ancient geographical concepts. First, the earth, the universe. Second one, deep island, and directions, the measurement. Third one, the most of the part of Jambudeep in Asia continent, the area occupied by lakes with lotus Vasya, Pushkar Deep, in a lunar eclipse, the shadow of the earth in east of the moon. The odd number, Lakshadweep. It is present day island, while the others are ancient deepas. Chandrayans. It is spacecraft, while the other are natural objects in the sky. D. The land has plenty of jambu tree, Jambudeep. The big aquatic bird or the area of Kutch mountains, Kutchdeep. The land of Kush grass, Kushdeep, and the land surrounding by water, Deep Island. E. Write the short notes. The universe. Ancient India thinkers explained the creations of the universe in the Vedas. The earth is called Prithvi or Dharani, Modern science explained the origins of the universe through the Big Bang theory. The Earth ancient India knew that the Earth is round spherical. They described it as Santa Deep, seven islands. Ujjain was considered the central point of for the time calculations. A deep means a land in natural surroundings by the water. Ancient Indian scriptures mention the seven deepas: Jambu, Plaksha, Salmani, Kusha, and Krunch, Sheka, and Pushkara. Eclipse during the lunar eclipse, the earth shadows follows on the moon. Ancient Indians understood eclipse and used terms such as Grahapras and Chogras and Kantagras and Mukesh. Complete the following activity of the calendars. Here is the part 1 answers: May, March, June, November, July. This is the final answer of these questions. And which Deepas are included in the African continent? Salmali Deepas or Kush Deepas. Second one, which ancient Deepas in the land in the Indian related? Jambu Deep. And third one, in which Deepa are the eastern land masses included? Pushkar Deepa. Identify the current options. Which of the following was understanding by the ancient Indians through the observations of eclipses? The answer of these questions: D. Positions of the earth and the other planetary objects. Second one, which observations are useful for identifying the directions? Sunrise. B. Third one, which is Jambudeep, a large land mass. Thanking you. Thank for watching this video. If any doubt, please put the comment box. Thanking you.